Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. 6 months after a devastating accident, a Manhattan mom is sharing her story publicly for the first time.
Anne Monarchy was walking through Central Park with her 3 sons when she was crushed by a massive tree that uprooted last summer. Today, she is filing a $200 million lawsuit. She sat down with CBS 2's Allie Bauman, live in the park now with more for us. Allie?
It's a New Yorker's worst nightmare. Anne Monarchy had her 5-week-old son strapped to her chest and was pushing her 2 other sons in a stroller on a path she's jogged countless times before when a 75-foot tree suddenly collapsed.
Be grateful for what you have, because in a split second, everything can change.
And that's all it took for a massive tree to crush Anne Monarchy and her 3 sons, all under the age of 4, along the West Drive in Central Park last August.
We headed out. It was like 80 degrees and sunny. It was the mid-morning, and that's all I remember.
Good Samaritans rushed to pull all 4 of them from under the branches. The boys suffered some minor cuts and fractures, but Monarchy was knocked out cold. Witnesses say when the tree fell, this mother instinctually shielded her sons, saving their lives but leaving her with a fractured spine.
Even if you think you're capable of doing that for your kids, and we'd all like to think we are, until you're really tested, you don't know if that's how you'd react. And so it's extraordinary that she did that, and what's humbling is she doesn't even remember it.
It was not something that was freak. It was not something that was an act of God. It was literally something that could have been prevented.
Attorneys for the family say the tree was clearly decaying and should have already been removed.
It took the city I don't even think 24 hours to come out and say that there was root system failure. So that is a pretty clear indication that the city knew that this tree was problematic.
The marathon goes past that tree. The Pope went past the tree. I mean, it's in a main thoroughfare, so it's not like we were off in some weird pathway in dark, stormy weather. It was just, we're on a sidewalk in a beautiful sunny day.
Monarchy and her husband love Central Park. It's even where he proposed. But recovery has been hard. She was bedridden with a neck brace for months. She couldn't return to work or breastfeed her newborn, and she is still constantly at risk of becoming permanently paralyzed or worse.
If someone slammed into me, I would stop breathing.
But the family stays strong for each other and hopes this lawsuit will prevent anything like this from happening again.
I put on a brave face for my children now. I don't want them to be afraid. This is obviously, it's a lifetime. There's trees everywhere, so I don't want this to be a part of their childhood. I don't want it to define them at all. So of course Kurt and I are always going to put on a smile and be brave, and let's go do this.
We reached out to the Central Park Conservancy, which runs the park, and are still waiting for a response. A spokesperson for the city, which provides workers for maintaining the park, told us, quote, "We will review the lawsuit." We're live in Central Park. Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.